My so-called life is sponsored by Before we get to the insanity that is the Godless Sewing channel, let's hear a word from our not so official sponsors.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
In over half the homes in America, people rely on Kenmore appliances. No other brand can out-sparkle, out-fluff, or out-satisfy a Kenmore. So you don't have to go far to find the best. Come over to our house. Kenmore, in 1 out of 2 homes in America, and exclusively at Sears.
How's it going? I'm Godless Sewing and this is the Godless Sewing channel. And today I'm going to be talking about how I rescued a Kenmore 385 and how I almost got jumped by 6 angry Hobbits. But first, before we get to that, I want to talk about the importance of patches and why battle vests matter. If you can't tell, I love upcycling denim and I absolutely am in love with making battle vests. It expresses who you are and it lets people know right off the bat that you're stuck in the 80s. The first thing that I want to stress the most above anything else is wear what you want to wear. There's no uniform in a battle vest. There's no right way. You know, there's many wrong ways, but like I always say, never wear anything that you're not willing to fight for. And also, look into the patches you're wearing. Do some research, as we always say around here, because most people nowadays, they embrace the stereotype instead of actually looking into what the culture is about. So, no matter what you do, express who you are, be yourself, and never be scared to let people know. All right. So this is my Kenmore 385 sewing machine. Do not let the 385 fool you. From 1967 until 1988, Kenmore named every sewing machine every year their 385 and just put a serial number after that. So it gets confusing when you look these machines up. The one beautiful thing about this machine is that it is completely metal inside, and it was, like everything else I buy, it was made to last. So, like I always say, instead of talking about it, let's go see if it works. So, one of the most boring and uneventful things I do is actually purchasing the sewing machines. I usually never have a problem. There's rarely drama. Most thrift stores, people are all there for the same reason. We're all looking for a good bargain, you know? So adventures in sewing are rare when it comes to things like this. So last week when I bought this sewing machine, I was in my favorite thrift store, minding my own business. I perused around, I grabbed some denim, and then I saw the Kenmore. I was excited. I jumped in line because it was a Saturday and the store was busy. Every yuppie, hipster, and wannabe on earth now knows about this thrift store. So, you know, it's popping on a Saturday. I get in line, I'm minding my own business, and I look up and I see a woman at the cash register who is arguing the price of every single item. So I know because of this shrub, I'm gonna be there for a while. All right, so I'm holding the Kenmore, minding my own business, and out of nowhere, 6 Hobbits came out like a puff of smoke. I am not kidding you. Somebody's grandma was mad because I got a deal. It's funny now, but when she walked up to me, she asked me, she's like, "Do you know what that is?" And I looked around, I was like, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Do you know what you have?" And I said, "Yeah, I know what I have. This is a lawn ornament." She did not think that was funny. And then she kept on asking me, where's the power source? Where's this and that? Like I had brought it to the store. To the point where I asked her, I was like, you know, are you mad because I'm buying this? I have a knack of calling people out right then and there. And it was extremely weird and awkward. I almost got jumped by 6 old ladies for holding the sewing machine. At first, I thought they were trying to pick my pocket, but I wasn't in that part of town. So, as always, reinforce your seams and keep your eyes out for Hobbits because they are no joke before breakfast. And after all of that, here we are. So, as always, if it works, I'm gonna chuck a ton of stickers on it and add it to the fleet, especially this one, because this one definitely came with a story. I double threaded the machine just for the sake of drama. So, let's see how it looks. Oh, look how perfect that is. All right. Absolutely clean. Another victory. It's so clean, I'll even show you the back. Spot on and perfect. And yet again, another forgotten machine brought back to life. Remember that battle vests are important because self-expression is important. Throw a patch on your old denim jacket, throw a patch on your backpack, but never be scared to let people know who you are. And as always, I totally scored with the Kenmore and I'm excited. So, like I always say, reinforce your seams, never forget who you are, and I will definitely see you next time.
He never raised his voice. That was the worst thing. The fury of the Time Lord. And then we discovered why. Why this doctor, who had fought with gods and demons, why he'd run away from us and hidden. He was being kind. He wrapped my father in unbreakable chains, forged in the heart of a dwarf star. He tricked my mother into the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, to be imprisoned there forever. He still visits my sister, once a year, every year. I wonder if one day he might forgive her, but there she is, can you see? He trapped her inside a mirror. Every mirror. If ever you look at your reflection and see something move behind you just for a second, that's her. That's always her. As for me, I was suspended in time, and the doctor put me to work standing over the fields of England as their protector. We wanted to live forever, so the doctor made sure that we did.